Hello, fellow pirates, and welcome back to Dreadlock Gaming. Today I'm going to show you a build that I've been having some fun with. It's actually one main build with two slight variations off of that main build. It is an all-around junk build, and then it has two slight variations off of it for fighting a couple of bosses. It has a Chorus of Havoc Twins fight boss build, and it has a Lepest boss build. It can solo both of them with the variations. I soloed them both yesterday. I'm not going to put you through the fights with the Twins or Lepest because they can be a little lengthy, and I don't want to make this video too long. I'll take it out and I'll fight Lee with it. I promise it can solo it. The Twins and Lepest can be a little tough, but it is fully capable of fighting them both. It can chunk health off of their bars pretty good, and it can take damage from them. Let's get into the build, and I'll explain the base build, and then I'll explain the two variations and show you the two variations as well. So, the ship we are using is the Junk, and we're using it because it is a tank and because of the perks. This is a fully leveled up upgrade level 6 Junk. So you have both Provoke and Endure. Provoke, when weapon hits within 200 yards, apply the taunt. Build up taunt charges. Applying taunt with this ship makes targets vulnerable to 50% more damage on weak points. You also get 150% brace strength recovery, or brace strength, and 25% more brace strength recovery. Then you have the level 6 perk, Endure. Receives 2% less damage per attack each time incoming damage is braced. So each hit that you brace builds up 2% up to 20% reduced damage that you take. If you don't brace any damage for 12 seconds, then it falls off. Also, you inflict taunt charges on any hostile targets that are within 125 meters whenever you brace a hit. Even if it's not a hit from that target, if one ship is attacking you and you have 5 ships around you within 125 meters, then that one ship attacking you will basically put out a 125 meter area of effect taunt to all hostile ships within that 125 meters. So you're going to taunt everything around you. Now, that also comes into play with the armor that we're using, but we'll get to the armor here in a second. The weapons we are using is the Heavenly Mandates all the way around. And the reason is because they've got good damage, good base damage. They've got electric 2, so good electric damage, and the Heaven's Wrath. Anytime a target is afflicted with electrified or storm shock, I don't know why it says electrified. It should say storm shock. Other weapons say the Divine Thunder stay storm shock. They're the same. If the target has electrified / storm shock on them, 15% chance to summon a lightning strike for 1500 damage. And with the Culverins, it happens quite often. I'd say it's probably more along the lines of 30% as opposed to 15%. And it does not have to be a weak points like it does for the Divine Thunders. Now, we are using the Crouching Tiger as the auxiliary because it instantly applies taunt. And instantly applying taunt to something means that we instantly get that 50% more weak point damage. And they do 50% less damage to us because the taunt debuff decreases their damage by 50%. Its damage isn't superb, but it's not bad on the Crouching Tiger. But it's that taunt status effect that we can put on stuff that makes the Crouching Tiger so good. Now the armor we are using for the all around is the Phoenix Crest, and the Phoenix Crest has Revile. Every hit received while bracing will build up taunt status effect on an attacking enemy. You don't. This plays in with the second perk, the level 6 perk on the ship itself. So anything that is attacking you builds up this taunt status effect. And then you have Gloat, increases brace strength by 100% for each enemy with a taunt status effect that is actively targeting your ship. So the more stuff that has a taunt status effect, the more brace strength recovery you get, up to 10 ships, so up to 1,000%, which is crazy. Which means if you got 5, 6, 7 ships attacking you, you're never going to run out of brace strength, ever, because you're going to have so much more brace strength recovery. It's crazy, actually, how fast it builds up. I mean, you hardly see it move at all. Now, for your all-around build, we are going with the water tank. And we're going with the water tank because reduces crew stamina depletion while bracing by 50% and increases crew stamina recovery by 20%. So, more stamina recovery, less stamina used. The Spirit Locker, because if you have a status effect, less stamina used, 15% more brace strength, and 7% more armor. That's just more defense all around. More tanky. Companion screens, 15% less area of effect damage, 15% or 7% reduced incoming charge for Ablaze, and and 3% more hull health. Just, you're tankier with that. Curse Banner, more threat generation, which means more stuff will attack you. More damage with the Crouching Tiger. The auxiliary, meh. I don't really use auxiliary furnitures very much, but if you're using something that has extra auxiliary damage on it, it's never a bad thing. But I just prefer to use other stuff because the auxiliary isn't used as often. You're using your main guns a lot more than auxiliary weapons. So I would take something over an auxiliary furniture unless it's something that you're using like the Curse Banner for threat generation and extra hull health, and the extra auxiliary damage is just a bonus. And then we have the Amber Coating Station. So we build up the Stormstruck status effect faster, and it lasts longer, which means quicker lightning strikes, longer chance to have the lightning strikes from the Heaven's Mandate. And then Culverin Works, more lightning damage, 19% more secondary damage, just more lightning damage. Now, we'll change 2 things to fight the twins with. We will change the armor from the Phoenix Crest to Rhapsody of the Deep. And with the furniture, we will change the Curse Banner to where are they? They're probably down low. Oh, there they are. To the Raised Quarterdeck. And the reason we're doing that, Raised Quarterdeck, 15% reduced incoming flooding damage from enemy ships, and 10% reduced incoming flood charge from enemy ships. And with the armor, you get 35% less flooding damage, Plus, you get while bracing the effects of being afflicted with flood. Flooded is negated. And reduces damage from torpedoes by 25%. And by an additional 25% while bracing. So, those two combinations make the twins do significantly less damage to you, especially with all the other perks that you have from the ship itself and the other furnitures that you have. Now, if we go back to the base build, all right, we're back at the base build. Now, what we're going to change for the Lepest fight is there's three things. We'll change the armor to the Wailing Ward. And we go to the Wailing Ward because we want toxic resistance. Reduces damage from crew stamina depletion, or reduces damage and crew stamina depletion from toxic attacks by 50%. The Agile Guard is nice as well. Reduces crew stamina depletion at the start of bracing by 40%. So, even less stamina depletion there, and 50% less damage from Lepest's toxic attacks. We're going to take away the Cursed Banner, and we're going to take away the screens. And what we're going to put in their place is we're going to put in the Lopoten schematic, and it's because increase damage to weak points of enemy ships by 10% and reveals weak points on the fleet of Pestilence. That means 10% more damage to weak points on Lepest, and we can see his weak points, so we can kill him quicker. And the other furniture is going to be, I have it. We got multiple of them. Medicine Cabinet. Reduces crew stamina depletion from attacks by 20%. I don't know why, but it also feels like with this, you also take less damage from his toxic attacks. It doesn't say that it does, but it feels like it does. So, you also increase stamina recovery while in combat by 8% and increase maximum stamina. So you can brace through things longer. Your stamina recovery builds up faster while you're in combat. It's just all around good. Like I said, I've soloed the twins with these variants, and I've soloed Lepest with a variant for them. So for Lepest, what we have is same weapons, armor change to Wailing Ward, furniture, water tank, spirit locker, medicine cabinet, amber coating station, Culverin Works, Lopoten schematic. Now, both of the twins and Lepest fights, they're not easy fights, but they are soloable with these variants from the all-around build. Now, let's go back to the all-around build. We're taking off Lopotens, putting back on the Cursed Banner, taking the medicine cabinet off, putting back on the screens, putting back on Phoenix Crest. So we have Mandates, Crouching Tiger, Phoenix Crest, Water Tank, Spirit Locker, Cursed Banner, Screens, Amber Coating Station, Culverin Works. All right. We got 4 minutes left on Verse of Vengeance. Verse of Remorse just popped up. Let's go kill Verse of Remorse. could do this with a twin spike build, but it's only level 14. It's stronger ship than Lee. Let's see, our brace speed shouldn't have a problem. The stationary build I did with the mandates was great against this. This one should work. Flooding furniture and the flooding armor. It would be the hill there. I didn't know that. Got to go back. One thing you always want to do, if you can, is you want to get in there and drain the parts. Ram it. Crew attack. Pretty good bug out. Tiger in. We are flooded a little bit. Flood. Louis is hurt. Brace until we can get the heal off. There you go. Now, like I said, the Course of Havoc fight is not an easy fight, so the Pest isn't either. But you can solo them into the variants that I mentioned in the builds. I did this one with the all-around. Would have been way easier, though it wasn't hard, with the, if I'd done the twins variant of fight. So, let me know what you think down in the comments. Thanks again for watching Dreadlight Gaming. Keep an eye out for more Skull and Bones videos. Hit that like and subscribe. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Also, come and join my Discord. It's growing. Everybody's friendly. A lot of information. A lot of very knowledgeable people whenever it comes to the game. I appreciate the follows. And again, I want to thank everybody that has followed me here on YouTube and got me to 300. I look forward to hitting 500. I never imagined that I would have grown as fast as I have with Skull and Bones. I thank you all. And again, thanks for watching Dreadlight Gaming. Remember, never give up the ship.